Hello and welcome to the MAC weather page for this Monday, February 4th. And again, the warm weather is just about to end, but we got one more day and we'll have showers today, maybe even a couple of thunderstorms over the southern half of lower Michigan. And we expect rainfall amounts maybe up to about a quarter of an inch, and then we'll see a lot of that fog out there this morning, but eventually that should scour out. And then we're going to keep an eye on a couple of systems that could bring us a couple periods of freezing rain, maybe some snow mixed in, and that could certainly cause some issues for area schools Wednesday morning and especially Thursday morning. So we may have a couple more mornings where we may have school delays or closings coming up. A lot of fog delays this morning across mid-Michigan. And if we look at the normal high is 28, the normal low is 10. And yesterday we had a high of 43 at 318 and a low of 37 degrees, so a pretty warm day for sure. And if we look at the next screen, you can see temperatures out there this morning, very warm out there, temperatures in the low to mid 40s. The warm spot, 47 at Henderson. The cool spot with some cold air filtering in behind the first system. Again, we'll watch that cold front, and it could produce some thunderstorms here this afternoon. But again, 35 degrees at the cold spot there at Newaygo. On the satellite view this morning, you can see we're in the area of the warm sector right now, as the storm is going to track off to our north across upper Michigan. And as it does, we're going to see this cold front come through the area. And as it does, during the heating of the afternoon, I think we have a chance again, maybe a couple of rumbles of thunder here across much of the area. So we'll keep an eye on that as well. We'll turn on our lightning detection network system here in about a half an hour. And if we look at the radar, you can see those areas of showers lifting off to the north. Again, all the icy or snowy precipitation well off to the northwest back in Minnesota and towards the western end of the UP. In this pink area, you're going to see a lot of pink show up here on the radars here over the next couple of days. As again, we have a pretty cold air mass that's going to be trying to press south, and we got moisture coming up from the north, and we're going to have a boundary layer off to our south, and that's going to cause a lot of freezing rain to develop. Here's this morning's weather map, that low pressure system again moving off to our to our north. Again, we're in the warm sector with temperatures climbing up close to 50 degrees today before the cold front moves in. And then as we look at that area settling off to our south, we've got precipitation that's going to be moving to the north into that cold air with a pretty good area. You can see a freezing rain across much of the Great Lakes back into the Corn Belt as the low pressure system moves into the Ohio Valley. Again, we'll eventually filter in some snow, especially across central and northern Michigan, where we can see maybe an inch or so of snow to go along with that freezing rain. And again, we're going to try to push temperatures warmer for Thursday, but then we'll see temperatures cool off for Friday and some pretty cold weather coming through the weekend. Now, over the next 24 hours, in fact, most of this will fall probably in the next 12 hours. You can see just a couple of tenths of an inch, and again, that thunderstorm threat also out there this morning. But if we look at the next 7 days, you can see plenty of precipitation across much of the Great Lakes, and most of this additional precipitation will be in the form of frozen precipitation. And right now, it looks like we could see a pretty good amount of ice across much of the area. If we look at the next slide, you can see this is a freezing rain depicted by the 0Z GFS, and you can see much of the area expected to see over a quarter of an inch of ice again. So we may see some winter storm watches or freezing rain advisories at some point here again as we get into Thursday night or Tuesday night into Thursday morning as it looks right now. And this line right here, this represents south of this line, the European model, showing many areas picking up between 4 to 6 tenths of an inch of ice. And that would definitely shut down a lot of area schools here if that were to happen. So we'll keep an eye on that. As far as the snowfall over the next 10 days, the GFS overnight run shows plenty of snow. Most of that would come late this weekend or next week. So we'll worry about that later. That'll change probably 13 times here over the next few days. But definitely we're going back into a more wintry pattern once we get past this quick little warm up. As far as the forecast goes, again, showers, maybe even some thunderstorms here, especially late this morning into the mid and late afternoon hours. We'll have high temperatures around 50, but as you get down to our southern locations, you can see temperatures well into the mid 50s. And then you can see we'll cool down a little bit, but we're going to be flirting around that freezing, especially during the nighttime hours. And again, maybe as much as a quarter of an inch on Tuesday night into Wednesday, and again for Wednesday night into Thursday, maybe at least another couple of tenths. Overall, though, we could see some locations see over a half inch of ice. And again, that'll cause some real problems, I think, here later on this week. We'll try to warm up around 40 on Thursday. The northern areas probably don't get that warm, and then we'll see temperatures fall. We'll have highs only in the 20s on Friday with a chance of some snow showers. And again, we may see a small accumulation of snow, especially as we get into Thursday afternoon into Friday morning. Thanks for stopping by and have yourself a great day, a great work week, and 73s to all.